I hear them talking in the streets, but they don't say the real. We really debating the industry and what the sixer feel. Cold shoulders turn to open arms when you on for real. Ain't no strangers to the bricks. Now let's build something for real. It's too real, real, it's too real, real, it's too real.
Yo, it's Too Real the podcast. We back for another week. God bless. Hope everybody's good out there, man. Hope everybody's enjoying the week, enjoying the weather. You know, it's lit out here right now. Spring is officially here, so let's enjoy it. Want to fucking start off the podcast by saying happy birthday, Redway. You know what I mean? It's like the last hours of his birthday. You know what I mean? They just did a special mix. They were streaming a special mix of Redway music. Yeah, man, just shout out to Redway, man. People just don't forget, especially with this Toronto music thing, this Canadian music thing. Definitely somebody who's one of the first guys to really use social media and promote his music and just be somebody actually known throughout the city doing music, you know what I mean? So once again, happy birthday to Redway, man. Rest in peace. Fuck, yeah, it's been like one of those like dull weeks, man. Shit really been popping, you know what I mean? We got discrimination as always. Other than that, man, everything's the same, man. Like, I guess the Cavs is looking like pieces of shit, but I'm gonna get into that a little later. Kendrick's dropping his album this week, Friday. I don't know what to expect. Damn, you know what I mean? That's the name of the album. It's called Damn. He dropped the track listing. I'm just so... I really don't know what to expect from this Kendrick album, man. Like, Kendrick's such a diverse character. Just such a... Like, he thinks outside of the box so much that I think that's kind of like a flaw of mine to him, you know what I mean? To some people, he may appear perfect, you know what I mean? I just think sometimes he just overthinks things and does... I can't really say overthinks. He does what he wants to do, but I just feel I don't agree with some of the direction he likes to go in his music sometimes, you know what I mean? I had To Pimp a Butterfly and Untitled. I'm like, you know, like Kendrick can rap. Like, he can rap, but there's certain type of music I want to hear, you know what I mean? But it's not about me. He has a greater cause and all that shit. But damn, this album, I'm hoping it's some fire, some stories, some jewels, just not just yeah, like all over the place flow Kendrick, even though that we gotta like rewind it 100 times to actually catch what you're saying. I don't want to do that, you know what I mean? I hope this is just a fire album, you know, because right now, in the time where everybody's making songs, man, and Kendrick can make songs. Good Kid, Mad City showed us that. Overly Dedicated showed us that. Section 80 showed us that. Smoke Good, Eat Good, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Kendrick had those growing apart. Like, he has a lot of those Cut You Off. Like, he has a lot of the songs that I like, you know what I mean? And I'm sure he's dealing with a lot more in his life, so he could definitely be introspective and give us that Kendrick that I like, you know what I mean? Especially when Drake just dropped More Life, and Drake's also like a song creator, you know what I mean? And right now it's all about songs, you know. Rick Ross dropped his album. It just has a feel to it that you can just vibe to. Sometimes Kendrick albums, like, the production is great, but it's the production that I'm just not looking for. Maybe I'm just sounding selfish right now, so I'm going to just, you know, because I know a lot of people love Kendrick, so I don't want to make it look like I'm just saying he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Kendrick's doing what he's supposed to do, but I have not agreed with the last two projects. But other than that, man, that's one of the best in the game's about to drop, so, you know, the game's going to pay attention. Everything's going to freeze on Friday. He said he gave rappers up to April 7th, but, you know, he switched the album date, so we gonna see what Kendrick's bringing to the table, man. Hopefully he comes for Big Sean's head, you know what I mean? They've been having a little tension on the mic, you know what I mean? So let's see what's coming with Kendrick. Hove, man. Hove was on the track with Frank Ocean and Tyler Creator called Biking. He's catching a lot of heat right now for his, you know what I mean, on the internet. And I'm guessing it's the new generation, and because, you know, the old generation just gonna act like Hove. If Hove does something, they won't say nothing. Like, they're not gonna say Hove didn't have a good verse or whatever that is. My take on it is that, yo, man, I don't think the verse was shit. Like he said, a lot of things, but I was just waiting for like it was just so slow and random. I'm just waiting for like the flow to just pick up and just start going. Like he's saying like just I don't know. I can't remember how he was saying it, but he was just saying it, like taking so much time with each bar. You just waiting for Hov to start talking. So then I was with the pause and and it just never happened. You know what I mean? And then it just went right back to Frank Ocean, and I pressed stop because I wasn't there for those two. You know what I mean? So they should never even put Hov on the front because I was only there for Hov. But the verse, he said some shit like, I handle bars like Xanax, Sham God with the animal moves, throw it around your neck. Like he had some bars like. But it just wasn't hitting. Like, the whole verse didn't hit. But the internet said it was completely shit. Can you erase Jay-Z's verse off? That's the only reason I was over there, you know what I mean? Like, you can erase Jay-Z's verse off, and they didn't even get a listen out of me. I literally quit. Like, I just deleted it. I mean, I just pressed stop, and that was that. But, yeah, man, I don't think the verse was that shit. Or even saying it was shit at all. It was just weird. Like, it was just like, that could have just been the intro to Hov's own track, and then he just starts like when you go and listen to the track. If you haven't listened to it, if you listen to it like the way I'm saying to you, like you're just waiting for him to start. You waiting for the beat to change. You just waiting for Hov to just attack it differently, and he just didn't. Like he just got cut off. You know what I mean? It was just Audemars before all y'all Russian face with the watch. You know he's talking that shit. He used to. Like, it's just so weird. It's like, he used to will like Willie and Philly. I don't know what he was saying, but it wasn't Hov's best track, but, you know what I mean? Certain niggas can get a verse out of Hov, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas can't even get verses out of Hov. Frank Ocean know how to get a verse out of Hov, man. Hov like to keep the creative niggas close, man. Trust me. But, yeah, I don't know. That biking was alright. The verse was alright, as some would say. Man, you know what's getting annoying? And it's like, I don't even know if I speak on this guy, if some of you people will actually know who he is, you know what I mean? But Xtenicon, whatever, Xtenicican, whatever his name is, man. Some people may not even know who I'm speaking about, but this is the guy that's said Drake stole his flow, and you know what I mean? This story's been going on for a while, maybe like 3-4 months now. He was in jail before, and now he's out on bail, or whatever, he's out on probation, or whatever he got. But he's just on it, man. Like, he's just really just talking mad shit. Like, just talking mad shit. It's just annoying. Like, and maybe it's just me following academics, and he's just covering all the shit. So I wouldn't even see the shit if I didn't follow academics. But like, he's coming at Drake. He's coming at 600 Breezy. 600 Breezy kind of came at him first, but he came at Offset. Like, he's just got a mouth on him, just talking mad shit. Just like, yo, all right, man. At first, you know, when you're in jail and your niggas taking your floors, you're going nuts. You know what I mean? You're getting publicity. Everybody's calling you. I feel like, yeah, you can be ranting and raving, but like, you out now, just go back to making music. Like, Drake's not gonna respond. Like, you're not gonna, like, he was like disrespecting Drake, putting Drake's mother up and shit, like wild shit. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I think this guy's, he needs to just chill, man, just to relax, make his music and whatever. Like, you don't want to come in the game just mad niggas gonna be like, we don't want to fuck with you. Like, who are you? Because as much as you have this buzz, I swear, like, it's just like, that might just be in Florida. Florida is like one of the biggest states. You know what I mean? So he could just have that buzz in Florida, and that's great. But like, I don't think he's that known everywhere. For this guy to be really trying to get at mad niggas like this, like, it makes no sense. But as I would say, God bless him. You know what I mean? Like, God bless him. Like, but I guess maybe I should just find a way to not watch those videos on academics, because the dude's annoying. Yo, I fucking see niggas, man. I'm gonna fucking slap niggas, man. And I mean, yo, I'll pop out, man. I'll pop, like, just like wild shit. Like, this guy sound really wild, man. Like, yo, but yeah, man, I don't know. He's just a wild guy. But I knew this day would come. This is what I'm talking about. I knew this day would come, man. Like, Tiny and T.I. finally calling it quits, man. And it's just, I feel like they've been at quits, but it's just like that money thing, that alimony, that spousal support. It's just like, yo, how am I gonna leave without paying the most money? You know what I mean? So, and I think infidelity probably makes it a lot worse. You get like there's beer clauses on the fucking, You know what I mean? The prenup and shit or whatever. So I think that's why Tip been holding on, but now like he just like fucking man. Oh hell no, I'm finna move on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get chicken and my grits somewhere else. You know what I mean? Tip just I think it's just over. Like I seen him on Angie Martinez. I didn't watch the whole interview. I seen a clip, and he's just talking about, yeah, man, that's his best friend. You know what I mean? But he's better as a friend. You know what I mean? This is like 18 years in the works. Like how you he's just better as a friend now. You know what I mean? But yo, like to be honest, what the streets are saying, what the shade room is saying, what the internet is saying, what Tiny's saying, and it's funny because okay, let me say, but Tiny's saying is Bernice, man, and I do see Bernice as a woman that could make a man leave his wife. You know what I mean? And not saying that Bernice would do that too, but a nigga would do that to his wife and just start a whole new life. And like it's actually crazy to find out Bernice is like 36, 37. You know what I mean? She's old. You wouldn't even think that, but she has the qualities just without even saying nothing. Just looking at her, you make a nigga want to leave his wife, and you know what I mean? Like it's. Make you want to leave, like it's crazy, man. It's crazy, you know what I mean? I don't even want to talk about Tiny, so like that, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave it for you guys to think about. But it's just crazy when you think about it because, like, Tiny did some shit. Like earlier today, she had posted some shit about, like she was like at Bernice talking about, oh yeah, I hope you don't think that nigga was taking you serious. Da 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 da. He right here in my bed. Da 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 da. Like you know. Talking that shit, you know. But then is the whole fucking video of Tip talking about divorce coming out. It's just like, yo, what the fuck? That's that woman shit. Like she's just really there, like holy, it's hitting her like a ton of bricks. Like, yo, I'm finna lose my husband. I'm finna lose Tip to some bartender. You know what I mean? Some model. I'm telling you, like that's exactly what it looks like to me. Cause like, yo, how are you gonna post that shit? Yeah, say like, yo, hope you didn't take it serious. He was just coming. He gonna come back to me always. And then he just literally said he's getting a divorce. Like he's really following through with the divorce. So it's like, if you know you're getting a divorce, you shouldn't even be talking because you don't even know where this nigga gonna go as soon as he leaves. You know what I mean? But it's not funny, but like it's just crazy. It's kind of funny to be honest in a way. You know what I mean? Because Bernice is just there denying it. But you know, a nigga like Tip. Like the people are saying that, like people are saying they've been spotted together, they've been doing this. So like this is more than speculation, you know what I mean? And for his wife to really be getting at it, you know, there's some truth to it. So yo, man, like, hey man, Bernice, man, shout out to you, man. Like you acting all humble and doing all this shit at the same time, but yo, man, you know, man, if you know what you know, you know. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people are gonna be hating on Bernice, trying to be, she disabled her comments. You know what I mean? You can't even tell her she looks beautiful right now. Like she's just like she's been getting attacked left, right, and center. And Tiny's with the static, like Tiny's with the you a heifer home wrecker type shit. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be funny to see, man. Because I always thought they would never get that divorce because you already know like that like they've been together for some years. And you know that's gonna be some money paid out. Obviously, I'm not saying Tip when he doesn't love Tiny and he's not trying to be responsible and you know what I mean break off or she breaks off. But you know what I mean, niggas don't be trying to break off. You know what I mean, you don't want to break off. You could just find a way to just keep it going. You know what I mean, and keep the family going. You know what I mean. You seen Kobe, man. You don't want to break off. You don't want to break off, man. Trust me. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's been a lot of crazy shit in the rap shit, man. Boosie, like I know everybody saw the footage of Boosie. I don't know, I can't remember what state they was in, but he was in a mall. I think, yeah, Mississippi. The mall's in like Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi. So like, there's like footage of like Boosie and all his niggas, his entourage getting in a fight with security, like. Washing up security, like a real bang out, like people just really fighting and brawling. So basically, he said it all started because they were in the mall, and then the security guards like, "Get out my mall, boy!" Like, and this is Mississippi. Like, if you watch Mississippi Burning, the movie with Denzel, like you know the history of Mississippi and what they do out there. So, he was just like, "Get out my mall, boy." And then this is Boosie's account, you know what I mean? So he said, "Oh, this nigga racist. We gotta get out of here." So Boosie tell his people, "We gotta get out of here." And his niece or something was going the wrong way, so he pepper sprayed her too. And then all of a sudden, they're on the way out the mall. They pepper sprayed him, and then I guess they just start banging out. And he pepper sprayed his niece that's pregnant with twins. So that's, I guess, Boosie, I guess that was the breaking point. And then, a big fight ensued. And then they left the mall. I guess they got out after the fight with the mall, with security and all that. And then the van, he said, on the way out, the van got stopped on the road. And some of his entourage got arrested. But in the van that these niggas was in was his jewelry. If you know Boosie, you know Boosie badass. He has a Bible chain, like the pendant's a Bible, the chain. He has a Jesus, like if you know the Jesus statue in Brazil, like with his arms stretched out, he has that. He just got mad jewelry, man, bracelets, diamonds, rings, earrings, like so. Apparently, when the police took the van, or stopped the van, took people into custody, they took the jewelry. Here's the thing now. Usually you hear a lot of people say, yo, police confiscated my shit. I got to get it back. It's in lockup, and you got to go through the whole trial. It could be used as evidence. They want to use it as evidence. These niggas just said that they didn't receive any jewelry, that there's no jewelry in the car at all. You know what I mean? Like, that's some crazy shit, because this is Mississippi, man. Like, as much as this is 2017, I still think Mississippi, you could still get lynched in somebody's backyard in Mississippi. Like, some people just don't change. And these cops really hit a lick like that. And the fact that they're not saying we're using it for evidence, and they're saying it just was never there, that's insane. Because end of the day, Boosie's saying he's going to get it back, and he's going to do this, going to do that, and take get some justice. But the thing is, if he gets it back, those guys have to get arrested, those cops, because they stole it and said it was not there. So I'm not saying he's not gonna get it back, but it's deeper than that. You know what I mean? Like, this is the South, and $1 million jury, these niggas will break that down, and just to steal a nigga shit, a nigga that, like, they'll probably look at Boosie like a nigger, like this guy got money, shouldn't have money. This is Mississippi we're talking about, Biloxi. Fuck, man, that just sounds crazy to me, because, I'm telling you, always hear the whole, it's in evidence, it's in lockup, you got to get it back during the process. But to actually say, yo, it's not there, $1 million worth of jewelry, that's disturbing, man, because we seen Boosie going through a situation with some banks, and they must have stole like 400-something thousand from him. And I never heard Boosie say he got the money back. He said he's going to go through the whole litigation and try to go through the right process, but I never heard him say he got that money back either. Like, he went on like a whole week rant, like these guys stole his money, 400K, I believe. So, man, like, fuck, man, the South is dangerous, bro. The South is very dangerous, man. You gotta be, in the words of the good brother Tax Stone, you gotta be safe though. Like, $1 million jewelry saying it just came up missing, man. Like, if you watched any of those movies, man, you know how these guys get down. You know what I mean? So hopefully Boosie gets his shit back, because that's not going to end well. If a nigga really loses $1 million in jewelry, you know. If you know about Boosie, you know about Boosie. Like, Boosie will send somebody up in that station, man. I'm telling you. Yo, he had a nigga tatted on him and said, Boosie, who's next? You know what I mean? Like, this Boosie ain't playing, bro. Man, it's just been a lot of fucking injustice, man. A lot of injustice and just bad things happening to people. You know what I mean? Minorities. There's footage online of a passenger being on United Airlines. No, basically it's not even his fault at all. United Airlines, I don't know what's going on with their system. I don't know if people are doing this purposely, like who that work for them, or they just want all the money they can get, and they're just taking people's money, hoping some people miss their flight and don't show up. That might be the strategy, but basically they're overbooking flights, and so they basically wanted people to get off the flight. Like, yo, fuck it, man, this flight's overbooked, so certain people got to make a move. And there was a doctor on the flight named Dr. David Tual or something like that. And I guess they tried to make him get off the flight, and he wasn't having it, and he was just like, nah, like I paid for this flight, and he has patients to see the next day. He's actually a doctor. So I guess they brought airline security, and they really just grabbed this nigga up, dragged him out, like his glasses was off his face. I didn't see the blood. Like I said, when they was dragging him out, like he looked like he was unconscious, but they actually said that there was blood on his face. People have pictures of him bleeding. He was unconscious. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, and a lot of people online were like, yo, all y'all niggas recording, help him. Like, I thought about that. Like, I was literally watching the video, and I'm like, well, what'd I do? Like, even if I wanted to say, yo, leave that nigga alone, like, we both gonna be on the floor getting drug out, and somehow I just feel like I'm gonna be the nigga going to jail. You know what I mean? You can't, like, as much as I don't know what to do in that situation, you can't grab airline security out. Doing anything on a plane is literally like a federal offense. You know what I mean? It's a federal thing. Like, you do anything on the plane, and you're in serious shit. Or that may be in the air, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to play around at the airport. I don't think people should play around. He's getting a nice lawsuit. That's all it is. You know what I mean? You let that brother fight that himself, and if they put you on the ground too, like if you want to help, find a way not to put your hands on them and let them put you on the ground. You know what I mean? So you eat with them. You know what I mean? But obviously, nobody should go through that. But I know he's gonna be happy with that lawsuit. Like he gonna come out on top. We talking millions, definitely. Like that's you got drug off a plane that you were supposed to be on because they made a mistake. Like, my nigga, you gonna come out on top. Like, he's gonna come out on top. Like, word up, man. He gonna get a nice fat check. And United Airlines, they're gonna lose a lot of money because anybody who's from whoever his race is, or the minority race or Asian, whatever, are gonna stop fuck with the airlines. And I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna stop fuck with them. But the person that actually got discriminated on, his family, their family members, people from that country, they're really gonna just say, fuck this place. Like, you know what I mean? And he's actually not no bum. Like, he's a doctor. Like, so he's definitely gonna get some bank. You know what I mean? And you gotta just find a way to just, I don't know what you could do in that situation. Like, I really thought about it. Like, how could somebody help in that situation when these guys are the authorities? You really pull some shit on the plane, you end up going to jail. They end up really tasing your ass right there in the plane. Like, it's a lot of politics to that type of shit. Like, with authority, I always see people like, yo, all you niggas is tough, but when the cops is doing shit, y'all don't do shit. Like, yeah, because this is the cops. Like, it's really the cops. Like, like these guys can really, like, as much as sometimes it's on video, like, sometimes it still doesn't turn out in your favor. You're like, yo, you put your hands on the officer. Like, you put your hand on somebody who's in position right now, who has the authority to actually grab a guy up. Because United Airlines actually came to aid for their employees. Said, yeah, he was belligerent, but the shit even hit the White House. I think Sean Spicer was even talking about it. Like, nah, man, like that's some wild shit. And we're gonna see a nice payout, man. I hope it stays in the news, because I remember the Adam Saleh guy, the comedian from YouTube, who was talking Arabic on the phone with Delta Airlines, and they kicked him off. You know what I mean? We never got to hear if he got a settlement or not. But this guy was actually on the floor getting drug around. So I'm pretty sure he gonna hit a lick, a real good lick. You know what I mean? And United Airlines gonna pay. They gonna lose a lot of customers, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. Once these niggas fuck up, you make them pay instantly. Make them pay, man. So everybody for the next airline smarten up. Like, you're gonna start seeing a whole bunch of blacks, a whole bunch of minorities working for airlines now. They're gonna be like, oh no, we gotta fix this. You know what I mean? We gotta fix this. So you gotta make United Airlines pay everybody. Everybody listening, nobody fuck with them. You know what I mean? And that's how other airlines gonna straighten up. WestJet, KLM, Air Canada, whatever it is. Everybody gonna be like, we cannot have a situation like this. And that's how we gotta keep the world improving. You feel me? It's like my favorite part of the year right now, but then like I also get sad around this time of the year, you know what I mean? Because it's the NBA playoffs on Saturday, you know what I mean? That's what I love, intensive basketball. But then you start to realize that, yo, there's not going to be games on every day. And then basketball's finished. Like, as we get deeper in the playoffs, it's like every 2 days of basketball, every other day. Like, it's like, holy shit, there's really nothing to watch. You know what I mean? But it's the best time, you know what I mean? We get to enjoy. We get to really see everything. It's just amazing because everybody's gonna be hating on players. You're gonna see Twitter trending. You're gonna see the energy in the city, Toronto, Jurassic Park. It's lit, man. But this playoffs, I can't even call it. Last year, you already know I called it. I said Kyrie, Cavs. What time it is? Kyrie gonna ball out in the finals, and that's what we saw. LeBron did his motherfucking thing and got his motherfucking ring. This year, I cannot even call it, man. I believe in Kyrie to the best of his abilities, and everybody knows I believe in LeBron James. I saw it, man. I'm a Toronto. Like, as much as I want the Raptors to win, I'm just saying, like, basketball-wise, you know what I mean? But I don't see. I think the Raptors could beat the Cavs this year. The Wizards could beat the Cavs this year. The Celtics could beat the Cavs this year. And I understand who the Cavs are. I understand who LeBron is. I understand who Kyrie is. But the thing is, man, these niggas have been playing like shit. Like, the whole team has been playing like shit. Tristan hasn't played in the last 3-4 games. I know he'll be back. He'll be good. Kyrie's kind of injured. He has tendonitis in his knees. LeBron took the game off the day before against Miami. And that, I don't think there's any problem with LeBron taking the game off because he's been playing his highest minutes of his career in a long time. He played the other game 45 minutes in the loss tail end, back-to-back losses, giving up 20-point leads. As much as we can just say, yeah, this is just like, it's regular season. My nigga, like, they want to win every time, and they have not been looking like they want to win. It looked really bad, bro. Like, they look really unconfident. The jumper's not falling. J.R. Smith's not in rhythm. They look really bad, man. Like, you can't just snap it into it. Like, I don't think they can just turn it on and be like, we about to go play. They can't. I don't know. Like, I really don't see it. They don't look dominant. Like, every great team has had that stretch where, like, 16, 20 games, you just can't see them. Like, they just beating the shit out of every team. The Cavs have not beat anybody convincingly. Like, they've gotten wins, but they haven't beat nobody convincingly. Like, you haven't seen them blowouts. And now KD's back. Steph been balling. Like, Draymond's been doing triple-double numbers, like close to triple-double numbers. So it's like, if those are the guys you guys plan to meet in the finals, or even the Spurs, like the last time they saw the Spurs, was it like a 50, 40-point win? Nah, man, I don't know. So in the East right now, it's anybody can do it, man. If anybody really has that confidence, like, and they're not afraid of Cleveland, and the refs don't play like and make dick calls, bro, I truly believe that this is up for anybody's taking in the East. And you've never heard me talk like that. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. But I truly believe. And the thing, this is why I never wanted and not to say I never wanted Toronto to win, but why I never cared if the Raptors never made it. Because whoever can beat Cleveland this year, that's great. But when you guys get to the finals, you're getting smoke. Free smoke, yeah. Free smoke, yeah. Like, niggas gonna get free smoke. Because whoever's in the West makes it out, like, is going to give niggas free smoke. And that's what I never wanted to see. I never wanted to see, like, a sweep in the finals. And it's just uncompetitive. But Cavs ain't what they once were, man. They got to prove me wrong. You know what I mean? They got to prove me wrong. But Toronto looks strong. The Wizards kind of fell off. You know, I was riding that wave for a bit. They kind of like took a step back, but I think John Wall in the playoffs going to get focused. Bradley Beal's going to get focused. Man, the sleeper to me though was the Bucks. Man, people. I've been saying that all year. Everybody's like, yeah, they're young. Jabari Parker's out. Don't get me wrong. So that's a big loss for them. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, my Nigerian Greek brother, is a problem. He's a matchup problem for any team. Like, any team. I've seen these guys give the Cavs work. Like, make them go all the way down to the wire in overtime games. So right now, it's number 2 and 7 is Milwaukee. So that's who. No, 2 and 7 is the Indiana Pacers. So that'd be the Cavs and the Pacers. And that's the thing about it is the Cavs win today against the Raptors. Then and Boston loses, they can regain first. But I don't see that happening. I think the Cavs are going there with no home advantage in the playoffs. And if Indiana wins, Milwaukee loses, it's going to be 3 and 6. And I don't know, man. Do Raptors want to see Milwaukee Bucks? Like, if you think that the Raptors would fare well against the Milwaukee Bucks, hit me up on Twitter, man. Like, I think the Raptors would fare well with the Milwaukee Bucks over playing Indiana. That's what I think. You know what I mean? I think Indiana would give the Raptors a lot harder time, man. We've seen it over numerous years, and I was always, this was my sleeper team earlier in the year. Everybody go back and remember, this was my sleeper team, and then they let me down. But if they played the Raptors, man, I don't know. Paul George, Jeff Teague, Thaddeus Young, like those players on paper, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard. But then, we do have Kyle Lowry. You know what I mean? We got the Bay Street Bulldog, and DeMar's always going to be solid. So, the Raptors, man, the East is just such a lot. It's a lot tougher this year. That's all I can say. So, as far as the playoffs, man, I think we could be in for a great, great series, man. Like, I really think that, like, it's going to be so competitive, and it's going to be scary if you really think about it. It's going to be scary because second round is gonna be a problem. Like, whoever makes out the first round, like, it's gonna be like what, Wizards versus Boston, Wizards versus Cavs, Wizards versus Raptors, Pacers versus whatever. Like, it's gonna be that type of party in the East, man. Like, the West, we got Houston versus the Thunder. I don't know what to say about that because during the whole season, it's been bad. Like, the Thunder been getting smoked, but I feel like playoffs, rest, not back-to-back games. I really feel like Russ can make it a 7-game series maybe. But it all depends how his guys are. His guys are playing, man. Russ can steal 2 games. Russ can definitely steal 2 games on his own against Houston, you know what I mean? But it depends how his guys are playing, you know what I mean? I would love to see Russ advance, man. And honestly, man, it's kind of sad. Like, honestly, James Harden has had a great year, and he's a likable guy, and it's just like, because of what Kevin Durant did to Russ, like, everybody just wants to see Russ win, and I wanted to see Russ win the whole time, but it's just like, it really seems like Harden's gone forgotten. Like, you can't deny that. It really seems like James Harden has been forgotten. Like, he's doing a lot of things, but it's just like, and he's in a better position in the league, but it's just like he's just not who we're talking about, you know what I mean? And he's not who we want to see win. I'd rather see the Thunder win, even though the Rockets have had better play against the Golden State Warriors, but you just know they're not going to win against them, you know what I mean? So, oh man, it's just I'm just happy for playoff basketball on Saturday, man, to be honest. But once again, it means basketball's going to end. Who's my MVP for this year, man? I think it's Russ, man. Like, I think it's Russ. If they do co-MVPs, I'm not mad, but I think it's Russ because he's just really working with less. To average a triple-double and beat Oscar Robertson's record, to lead the league in scoring, like, man, like, it's his year. He needs those type of accolades, man, to just stack up that cupboard, you know what I mean? So, I think Harden's been robbed before, and he might be robbed again, you know what I mean? But that's just how it goes, man. Like, sometimes niggas just do some exceptional shit. And, like, so, like, what Steph was doing that year was just exceptional, man. Broke his own three-point record. Came off MVP, was going to the finals, had the most best record in the league. Like, there's nothing you could say. And what are we expecting from the Clippers, man? You know what I mean? Like, are the Clippers gonna lose to Utah? Like, I think they got lucky with that. I wish they would have played Oklahoma, to be honest, and got smoked and sent home in the first round again. Because I actually read an article. Well, not an article. They're saying a quote from around the league that LeBron James, Russ, and Chris Paul don't like Steph. All the praise Steph gets, they think he's overrated. You know what I mean? And those other guys, if they want to say that, let them say that. But Chris Paul, man, he has no talks anymore. Like, to be honest, man, we know you're a floor general. Yeah, your assist to turnover ratio, but you're not a winner, man. And that's no disrespect. Like, he just hasn't won, and he hasn't got the job done. Maybe it's his teammates, maybe it's whatever. I don't know, but he hasn't got the job done. Steph's got the job done. Every time Steph's seen him, he's cooked you. Like, he's cooked you. For him to be like, I don't know if these quotes is true, but like, I know you have a tenacious competitor's heart, and everybody says that shit. Like, yo, Chris Paul loves the game, but like, if niggas are really hating on Steph and like, he's done things that you've done in all this time, come on, he's cooked you, man. He's cooked you. So like, I don't know. I really don't know why Chris Paul should be talking, man. Like, He has Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and he ain't seen the finals yet. You know what I mean? With Doc Rivers coaching. All of them niggas need to lose their jobs. All of them. Doc, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan's on contract. But the rest of them, like, it's the end of the season. Their contract's done. JJ Redick's contract's done. Blow that team up. You niggas couldn't even surpass the Lakers. Kobe had all them rough years. You niggas couldn't even surpass the Lakers. You guys couldn't even take over Staples Center. Couldn't bring new banners in there. What are you guys doing? You guys are shit. Trash. Been saying that. Trash. So I don't know where they're going. I wouldn't be surprised if Utah knocks them out. And that's just when we can really laugh at the Clippers and just say, ha. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, it's going to be great, man. Saturday, man, hit me up with your predictions on Twitter. You know, it's Too Real the Pod. That's the Twitter. You know what I mean? I want to hear what you guys think is going to win certain series and things like that, man. Y'all hit me up, man. It's Too Real the Podcast. You already know the shits already. You want to be a guest, hit me up. It's The Real the Podcast on gmail.com. And Twitter, it's The Real. It's 2_real. That's mine, personal Twitter. And the podcast Twitter is Too Real the Pod, man. You know what I mean? We appreciate all the support. Support Toronto, man. Support us in the playoffs. Support everything we doing. You know what I mean? Support the city. Keep peace. You know what I mean? Pray for Robin Banks. All that, man. Oh, Charlamagne's book's coming out, man. So, yo, pre-order that. I already got mine pre-ordered, man. That he's one of the realest niggas doing this shit. To be honest, like a black man, just really, you've literally seen Charlamagne come up in your own eyes. If you love the culture, if you watched him, if you remember him getting fired for the Bean Siegel interview, that was just like 2009. Yeah, man. So you seen him excel. He like this podcast shit. He's doing it. The Brilliant Idiots, man. Like. He's like one of these. He's a big motivation out here for me personally. You know what I mean? For other people too. You know what I mean? So his success is great to see, man. So pre-order his book, Black Privilege. Opportunity comes to those who create it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. It's Too Real the Podcast. We here. God bless.